Hello, I'm out here today in Bobby's garden. It's a garden I made for my husband after he passed away as a memorial, as you can see by the little sign. But I wanted to talk to you about a tough subject, that is Alzheimer's. My husband passed away December 2nd, 2018. He was 79 years old. And he had been diagnosed with Alzheimer's for 6 years. For a lot of that time, there was no difference in him whatsoever. But then he started exhibiting some behavior that was somewhat troubling to me and to my son. We noticed it because we're around him the most. Well, by September of 2018, he was put on hospice. September the 29th, to be exact. By December the 2nd, he passed away. And I'm telling you, I knew his health was declining. But I swear I never, in all my wildest dreams, think he would have passed away that quickly. Hospice set him up around the 1st of November, and I wanted him to be in the living room, not off in some back room somewhere. So I moved the couch out, and they moved a hospital bed in, and his bed faced a 55-inch TV. For a while he watched Western movies, and then it got to where he wasn't watching anything anymore. He slept an awful lot. I played music on the TV. I called it Bobby's music. It was beautiful instrumentals and old tunes like Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin, things that he would know, he would like. They were soft and calming, and that's what I wanted for him. His atmosphere needed to be as calm as I possibly could make it. But here's what I wanted to tell you about. I know for a fact that I've read and heard accounts of many people whose loved one is going through Alzheimer's, about the absolute hell they go through. How they sometimes go in and turn on the gas burners and leave them, or leave the water running in the shower, leave the refrigerator door open all night, or go out the door, get in the car, or walk away, and then they have to call the police, and everybody hunts, or they are violent and they hit them, or say awful, ugly things to them, to their caregiver. I didn't have that. My Bobby was as sweet and kind and loving as he always had been. He accepted every single thing. He didn't question a single thing, nothing. From his medications to his hospital bed. I remember the day they moved that hospital bed in, and he was sitting in his recliner, and he saw it being brought in and set up. And that night, when it was time to go to bed, I helped him up and got him over there in that bed. And he never came out of it again. He was not angry. He didn't seem to be upset. He didn't question it. Never once did he say, "Why me?" And let me tell you, some days were really hard. I have osteoporosis, degenerative disc disease. I was his sole caregiver. There were days I would have to lift him, and to wash him, and to feed him, make sure he had his medications, make sure I changed his sheets every day. That was tough, because he couldn't get out of that hospital bed once he got in it. And it's hard when he would say, I want to get up. And I know darn good and well he can't hold his own self up. I can't hold him up. I've tried. And I know there are times he'd climb over the rails of that hospital bed and fall, and I'd find him at 4 a.m. laying on the bathroom floor. Those were tough times. But through it all, he was obedient, I guess is the word. I hate that word, sort of, when it applies to a 79-year-old man. Not obedient, but he sure enough went along with every single thing that came his way. He was never angry, always happy. And he had the most wonderful wit. He was our Robin Williams and Jonathan Winters rolled into one. He could make us laugh in any situation, and he never lost that. One of my videos, if you want to look at it, is not too far from when he passed away. And that laughter, I'm sitting there and I'm filming that, and every time I see it, I laugh. It gives me such joy to hear him again. I don't know what you're going through. Nobody does but you. Nobody has a right to judge you in any way, whether you're doing it right or doing it wrong. The point is, you're doing it. Nobody else is. It's you. I wish you love and peace and joy. And if you're going through this too, I hope you'll pray for strength, because that's what I did every night. I didn't pray for it to be over. I prayed to give me strength to make it through another day, and you know what? God heard my prayer, because every single day I could get up all refreshed and ready to go again, because He was my priority. I wasn't a priority. My house wasn't a priority. My yard wasn't a priority. No family was priority. He was my priority. So I hope, if you're going through this with someone you love with all your heart, that God gives you strength to get through it. May God bless. Keep you safe.